Greetings, Centurion. I heard you have been sent here during our greatest glory for invading this land of Britannia. I know your family has been on the downside, but you have been a very proud family since the days of the Republic. Your father had served the Empire pretty well during the time in Germania. Now, it's up to you to serve once again and bring honor to your family and, of course, for the glory of Rome. Emperor Claudius has finally ordered the legions to put this island under the heel of the eagle. Centurion, you will take part in this glorious campaign. Our scouts had spotted a warband of the Catavaloni tribe along the river. We had already engaged some of them and eliminated their chariot force in Medway, but there is still a warband of the Catabaloni in the area. Centurion, you will take command of a cohort of Legio Augustus. They are under the command of General Vespasian. Make sure you take care of his legion. He does not like his men bruised. It will carry you favor back in Rome if you do this correctly. Centurion, take your cohorts and destroy the Catabaloni warband and do your family proud and bring glory to Rome. That is all, Centurion. You are dismissed. It is the year 43 AD. The invasion of Britain has begun. Emperor Claudius had sent in an invasion force to add another territory to the growing empire of Rome. This wasn't the first time that the Romans had invaded this mysterious island. 100 years ago, Julius Caesar had sent in his invasion force to punish the Britons for interfering his plans for Gaul. But this time, under Emperor Claudius, it is time to bring this island under the control of the eagle. To stop the legions, the Catabaloni tribe has assembled its force to stop the might of Rome. Now, the Battle of Medway is about to begin, and it's now up to the might of the legions to bring this island under the dominion of Rome. Ah, the Britons. The ferryman is gonna be very busy tonight after we're done with them. These barbarian scum thinks they can resist the might of Rome. Let us show them what we do with the barbarian interlopers. Men, our training is strong. We had crushed many barbarians from the past. This is no different. Why should we falter? The Emperor is with us. Rome is with us. By the will of the gods, Mars shall rain death on our enemies. Let us show these barbarian scums what we are capable of. To victory! Fellow countrymen, warriors, tribe of the Catavaloni, we fight against the invaders, the Romans. They dare to take our land, our women, our wines, and turn our children into little Romans. We will not stand by. Today we strike against the enemy of the Catavaloni. Soon other tribes will join us. Then we will crush these Roman invaders to glory. Greetings everyone, this is Dylan Fan 60 here, and I'm here to do another battle report This time it's gonna be historical game from Warlord Games called, called Hail Caesar, the invasion of Britain. This is from the starter set, and as you can see, I will be controlling the Britain, and my opponent will be controlling the Imperial Roman. The goal of the objective is to engage the enemy in a classical engagement. So this is just basically a practice run. And my opponent will be controlling the Romans, and I will do the barbarian. So both of us are inexperienced in this game, so this is the first time, and I'm glad I'm putting them out. So we will see how this game will end, and I will see how the battle system, how the Hail Caesar. So this is just an overview for my force. Turn 1, nothing has happened. All we did was just move our force, look at the rulebook and how it works, and basically it, and how the control, how for you control an army. I had moved my skirmishers. We used to command my command for my um, general did not work, and he had a command and it actually worked. So it has a game system with the when you have to roll a command, make sure it's 8 or less for the orders guys. And I only had one command for, I believe, and I only ordered one of my skirmishers to engage the front end of the enemy. So this was just the first round of the game, and we're getting in there. So it'll be a while before for combat. Round 2 has started, and we have casualties on both sides. I lost 2 of my skirmishers from his pilum, and I inflicted casualties on his side. The dice that you're looking at is the dice tracker. I didn't know at the time, but I was using the miniatures figures as a casualty tracker for each base. So that's how I end up playing this game. And that's what we did for the rest of the game. So since this was a practice game, we were just trying to make up the rules. We were trying to adapt to the rules to this thing, but this is how we played our game to the rest of the game. Turn 3, our forces are just moving in for the closing kill. He had more command and orders, but me, I barely get just one command, so I activated all the force. I can only activate one unit, but since our force was close to 12 inches, we auto move in there, so we were just intercepting. Both sides hit casualties, but it wasn't that great, but we were all engaged as supported units. So we're moving into turn 4. Turn 4, he annihilated my skirmisher, and his force just continued to engage the other units. I believe I suffered another casualty, but my bolter, his bolter, scorpion bolt, decided to move in for a closer kill, and he's having more command rolls because of the die roll, and I believe I haven't had any commands in here. Plus the initiatives we're rolling into, so it's just basically trading blow by this point, and that is how the game was going. So we're entering turn 5. Turn 5, the Scorpion team is moving in. I finally got a command to move my back soldiers in the back, but our forces is just engaging in a massive melee fight by this point.
and we just forgo the range combat because since we're melee fighting, and his troops are just supporting each other, having gained some extra attack dice for the combat. And this is how basically combat, we're just trading casualties by this point, like turn 5. Turn 6, we're moving in for more casualties, and his scorpion decided to shoot on my reinforcement and scored a casualty, 1 kill, and his forces were moving in for securing more troops for more battle because I believe he decimated one of my armies and in here, and it's just like one support of another. So this is for turn 6. Turn 7, our forces are clashing in and causing more casualties from both sides. And I believe by this time I decided to read the book for a quick look, and apparently generals can add dice. So I was using, the Roman generals were using extra attack dice to cut through to the enemy. So they were losing a lot of infantries and more casualties on my side. Turn 8, it was still the same, and more casualties are inflicting from both sides since the added pool for the die roll for the generals, and his forces were holding on because due to their Romans' training ability and their value is much more lower for defense compared to my barbarians. So I was just earning more casualties due to the battle, and the sustain ability for the barbarians is immediately dropped. Turn 9, still going, accumulating more casualties for both sides, but the Romans are clearly having more advantage. So it's just basically inflicting more damage, and I could not issue an order because of my, I could not, I'm like evening, I'm going beyond the command order. I'm beyond like 8. Luckily I didn't have the blunder, but I'm failing on my command rolls at this point. Turn 10, it's finally seeing some progress for the Romans, and my Britons are getting slaughtered due to combined effects from the Scorpion and the Roman discipline. And you can see as the casualties are increasing, and it's just like it's just being slaughtered by more of the generals. And by that time, the game was getting to the almost to the close day, to the close end of it. Turn 11 and the game is over. By this time, we decided to do it. It's over for my side, and the Romans really broke through the enemy line for my line, and they really just slaughtered the way out of it. Because since this is our first time playing this game, we kind of misread a lot of the rules, so we just had to came up. So it's basically we were gonna do it for fun, but overall, it's just a learning experience. So the next game we're probably gonna stick by the actual rules with a little more tweaking. But in the end, we had a fun playing this game, and it was a blast. He did not lose any units, just casualties I inflicted on him. But me, I lost a lot of infantry. So if I had initiate the break test, that's probably gonna add more damage to it. So overall, it was a Roman victory. The enemy general has fled. His man is broken. Victory for Rome! Excellent work, Centurion. Your victory has forced the Catavaloni to fled like the rats that they are. You had shown the superiority of the legions against the barbarians. Your command of the cohort has been noticed by General Vespasian and General Paulus, and especially the Emperor. Emperor Claudius will be here with another legion, and we will join up with him as soon as possible. In the meantime, we will hold this line. Our victory here has solidified our reign in this island against the Catavaloni tribe. You, in fact, are going to get promoted. There is no denying that. General Vespasian wants you under his command. You'll be under his wing, and you will learn the ropes. This is one step closer to get your goals and back to the road for your family. Your masterful skill to command a cohort is very commendable. It is recommended that you be promoted to the rank of legate. It might not be much at the first, but it will do. So, that is all for today, and congratulations on your promotion. Rome will truly be grateful for your efforts today, including your family. You do your family proud. Carry on, legate. General Vespasian awaits you, and may the gods smile upon you.